What were popular songs, but reading the lyrics show they are just incredibly creepy. Bad Moon Rising has such an upbeat, happy tempo for a song about the end of the world. Oh man, gotta share a story here, though admittedly unrelated to the post. When my wife and I were dating in college, we went to the planetarium at the university. The show that day was about the dinosaurs and their extinction. When it came time for the meteor, some brilliant bastard decided to sync up Bad Moon Rising to a poorly rendered pterodactyl attempting to fly away from a world-ending fireball. Everyone is laughing at how ridiculous this is, then right on cue this 4-year-old kid, clearly upset, asks his mom, "Mommy, why is everyone laughing? Double quotes, to which the room bursts into hysterical laughter as the poor dinosaur is consumed by flames. That's all I think about whenever I hear this song. It seems CCR has a talent for writing songs that people miss the point of. Just take a look at any American conservative blasting Fortunate Son in their F-150 and thanking their parents for not raising a liberal. Or New Jersey wanting to make Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run the official state song. Until they realized that the song was about doing everything possible to flee the state. Had to laugh when Trump wanted to use it for his rallies. Like, dude, that song was written about people like you, and not in a good way. The Weeknd has that song about doing so much coke he can't feel his face that won a Kids' Choice Award. The Weeknd is cheating. His entire early discography was about doing blow and fucking models, lol. And being sad about it. Everyone wants to hang out on The Weeknd, but nobody wants to hang out with The Weeknd. I once heard it referred to as haunted strip club music. There's a ton of pumped-up kicks in this thread, but everyone's disregarding the OG school shooter song, I Don't Like Mondays. Although technically about a self-shooting in school, I always think of that harmless little fuck, Jeremy, that Pearl Jam sings about as an OG school shooter song. Third Eye Blind's upbeat and catchy Semi-Charmed Life is about meth addiction. If he didn't sing so fast, I took the hit that I was given, then I bumped again, then I bumped again. 'Cause doing crystal meth will lift you up until you break. Truth be told, my favorite meth song will always be Green Day's Geek Stink Breath. What were popular songs, but reading the lyrics show they are just incredibly creepy. If I ever wrote an autobiography, I want to use this as a title. I grew up with a meth-addicted father and remember all the ups and downs because of it, and the relationships he had with my mothers. But this song was very popular when I was young, and I would sing the do-do-do-do part a lot, not knowing the meaning. It drives me nuts that Zombie by the Cranberries is played as a Halloween song. It's about civil war in Ireland. Reading through this discussion, I've learned about a lot of songs. Zombie was the first to come to my mind. I recently watched Dairy Girls on Netflix US, and they used the song. It's heartbreaking to reflect that during my mostly trouble-free teenage years, there were kids dealing with this. It's heartbreaking to know that there are still kids and adults dealing with this. Every breath you take, don't stand so close to me too. Especially considering Sting used to be a teacher. This one is funny because it was never intended to be anything else. He wrote it to be a creepy stalker song, but its pillowy vocals made it come across like a love song to many people. Edit. Hey, I know this is kinda lame as fuck, but please check out my song Chemical Spills by Hyper Chicken. It is hard to get your name out there, so I'm taking everything I can get. LOL. Also, the song is not about love or stalking. Innocent child me thought that Barbie song was innocent. Then I grew up and realized the lyrics were dirty. There is a hilarious story about that. Aqua got sued by Hasbro and actually went to court and pretended to be too dense and foreign to understand their own lyrics. I think the suit was settled. Holy shit, the ruling is hilarious. Everything was dismissed, not settled. The ruling concludes with the parties are advised to chill. After the header or whatever you call the intro, it begins. If this were a sci-fi melodrama, it might be called Speechilla meets Trademark Con. Thanks, Judge Kaczynski. That's often an authentic stalker experience though. In their mind they're being romantic and genuine, but their words and actions are crazy. So the concept of a song that sounds sweet at first listen but is actually terrifying if you scrutinize it seems really appropriate. I don't know how popular it was, but Jailbait by Ted Nugent. Guy was singing about wanting to fuck a 13-year-old. In my country, Where the Wild Roses Grow was insanely popular at weddings. There were people in the comments section saying how romantic it is, not recognizing what the song is actually about. Suicide is Painless. The instrumental was the theme song for Emmaus H was also in the movie with lyrics. Macarena. Ew. I grew up in the 90s, so our teachers made us dance to that song about a girl cheating on her boyfriend with two of his buddies. In their defense, they probably didn't understand Spanish. There's an old song called Hot Child in the City that's about child prostitution. It gets played pretty regular on classic hits type stations. Surprised it's not mentioned yet, but Crash Into Me by Dave Matthews. I remember this being all over the radio and in rom-com soundtracks. It's about a younger peeping Tom spying on a naked neighbor. I always thought it was funny knowing this, because when he says ... and I come into you, he really means it. Peeping in general is one of those things, old media is filled with it, and it's usually played for laughs or isn't meant super seriously. And fortunately a lot of Japanese media is still in love with the archetype of I'm a peeping Tom, a pervert, but I'm funny and mean well. Don't know how super popular it was, but at least it was here by the 88. It was the theme song for the TV show Community. Nice catchy song. When you read the lyrics, it's about people hanging themselves. Animals by Maroon 5. Once my friend was asking for song recs to play for the opposing team during her basketball match in Good Fun OFC, and I suggested this one. She was like, okay. I said psych them out, not give them nightmares, lol. But yeah, the lyrics have always struck me to be rather murder while now. I don't know how popular it was, but Jailbait by Ted Nugent. Guy was singing about wanting to fuck a 13-year-old. My Sharona is a touch pedo. Why? Always get it up for the touch of the younger kind. I remember doing karaoke only really knowing the chorus and was like, excuse me, what the fuck is this song? And it was about a real 17-year-old girl named Sharona that was hanging out with the band at the time. She seems to be doing okay as an adult and doesn't have any regrets about it, so I guess there's that. It's an oldie and way before my time, but Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday is creepy, sickening enough to get my skin wanting off of me. She sings it beautifully as she always does, yet I cannot listen to that song without becoming weapons grade and comfortable. And it was designed to be that way, and I hope it makes everyone who has ever heard it just as uncomfortable. This doesn't belong in this list because it's intentionally a political song intended to shock people into facing the horrible actions of many white people. Whites used to bring their children along to watch them lynch black men for sport. Maybe the song isn't even horrific enough when you really think about it. One example is Every Breath You Take by The Police, which sounds romantic, but the lyrics reveal obsessive and possessive undertones. Into the Night by Benny Mardones. The song hits all the creeper how points. She's just 16 years old, leave her alone, they say, but the gold is really in the video. It starts off with him smoking a cig, getting pissy about her dad being a cop blocker, crawling through her bedroom window, and an I can show you the world carpet ride. If Aladdin were a middle-aged ashtray-mouthed creeper on a registry, be cringe. There's an interview where he says the song is about a girl in his apartment building that was being abused, and he just wanted to give her a better life. No one believes you, Benny. We've all seen the video. On the flip side of this, Schism by Tool sounds creepy AF, but the lyrics are about a couple having a fight and learning to create a healthier relationship based on honesty and communication. Diarrhea von Satan also sounds like a creepy speech by a dictator complete with crowds cheering. It's a cookie recipe.